Welcome to BetSweat. Today we are doing a three-leg parlay for week 2 of the NFL season. How it works is each of us have brought our best 2 picks of the week, and the other 2 of us are going to select our favorite, and we're going to repeat the process till we end up with our final 3-leg parlay. And we are currently in development for the BetSweat app, where you'll be able to chat with other bettors on the same bet as you. But for now, we're just going to be sticking with our NFL picks for the week. So let's get into the video. Before we do our NFL Week 2 picks, we're just going to do a quick recap from how we did last week. Jake, how did your 2 picks last week go?
They both did not hit. Tyreek Hill has Tua throwing him the ball, which is not good apparently. And Bijan did exactly what we thought he was going to do. He did the whole, let me do a little bit of both. So he did like 50, 60 of both rushing and receiving. So he did not hit his rushing.
Exactly what we said.
Nick, how did your week 1 NFL picks turn out?
Fairly good. You know, I went 1-1. I had the over in the Bengals Brown games at 47.5. That did not hit. Bengals offense looked like they were not the Bengals offense. They only won 17-16, and the Browns were the Browns. And my second pick was Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown. He had 2. I mean, absolute king, like his prime. So that was it.
Love it. And my picks, I also went 1-1. My survivor pick was the Cardinals, and they covered 6.5. Rattler tried his damnedest at the end there to really fuck me over. The other one that didn't hit was the Steelers, -3. I think I had them at. And offense,
and I loved it.
mean, we got like vintage Rodgers, but we did not get vintage Steelers defense at all.
No.
We got
the
Justin
complete
Fields.
Opposite of the game that I thought. You mean,
the lowest under of the week was 38.5. I mean, each team almost hit that.
Insane.
Yeah.
That was, so an absolute crazy game for them. And so 1-1 last week. We're looking to have a big bounce back in week 2 now that we've seen kind of what these teams kind of look like. So Jake, what do you have for your week 2 NFL picks?
I hope that these don't go both 0-2 like last week, but I kind of feel as though they could. I still like them a lot, though. I still like these a lot, though. I like these a lot because I think these are good bets. Like, I think these are good. So first one, Broncos at Colts. Broncos played like doo-doo last week and should have lost to the Titans. Should have lost to the Titans. The Titans are a very bad team. On the other hand, the Colts, who would have thunk it? Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes would have came out and just looking very polished and calm, cool, collected, hitting checkdowns, driving the ball kind of down the field too on a couple throws and running the ball very effectively. He even had a little rushing touchdown. And then you got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. The O-line looked good. Maybe it could have been Dolphins are that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't believe that, though. I still think the Dolphins have something in the tank.
We'll see this week.
They're basically a pick 'em now with the Patriots, which is insane.
Yes.
What did you get this game at? What did you get, Colts? Minus what?
No, this is straight money line. That Tyler Warren guy is going to be absolute.
He's so good. He's so good. I was hoping he dropped so much more.
Yeah, Steichen is going to use him to his fullest advantage because he knows like that's just a mismatch nightmare anywhere on the field. So
was it just a week 1 Danny Dimes light show, or do we think? Like I initially thought when Danny Dimes went to the Colts, I thought that was the perfect quarterback for Steichen. I mean, he not that he is the same, but I mean he's comparable to Jalen Hurts. When Steichen had Jalen Hurts,
that's who I would think.
Jalen Hurts.
He's
very close, like body type, running, throw, pretty close.
Yeah,
and I mean,
Richardson doesn't. Steichen just needs someone to come in and just run the offense. Like Minshew did it. And who'd they have last year that they brought in? I know it didn't work. Oh, they had Joe Flacco. It like didn't. He's not the ideal what Steichen would want though.
Not
gotta have a running ability.
You can. He's mobile.
All right, so we're buying Danny Dimes stock. I love it.
At least week 2 against the Broncos team that looked bad.
And Bo Nix.
Also, Broncos. It wasn't just Bo Nix. I don't know if you guys watched that end of the game, but for you viewers. The Broncos were my survivor pick. And Sean Payton tried to fucking lose that game. Excuse my language. It was like 4th and 8. All they had to do was kick a field goal to go up 3 or 2 scores.
Yeah,
he went for it, and Bo Nix threw a punt.
Oh my God!
Bo Nix threw like the ball like 60 yards in the air. They were in field goal range. All they had to do was kick a field goal to go up 2 scores.
Yeah,
they went for it on like 4th and 8.
Well,
they were up by 8. All you had to do was kick a field goal.
Every other coach would kick that. So that is kind of like especially when Nick's
the game.
Knicks didn't have
But
it.
it wasn't 4th and 2, guys. It was like 4th and 8. It was absurd. Sean Payton did not make sense.
Called a good play.
They were wide open. Okay, they were wide open.
Wide open. Called a good play. Quarterback just couldn't make the play.
Which was what we're hoping to see this weekend. No,
Exactly.
I agree. I agree.
Honestly, I'm expecting a little bit of I'm hoping that Will Levis finds his way over to Colorado and has been talking to him about how his game is, because that would be awesome if he gave some Will Levis type plays this week.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I mean, that's what he was looking like last week. Knicks was channeling his Will Levis last week. So
yeah, he did.
And let's hope it doesn't. I mean, I hope it happens this week. So
for this week,
for
sure. All right, so you got your first pick.
Moneyline. What's your next one?
Second one is Seahawks at Steelers. I'm going with the over. Over sitting at 40 right now. It very easily could have been just one of those games that Rodgers is playing a team that he absolutely despised, and he found something in him, and they just played really well for him on offense, and they don't do that this week. But I love me some Aaron Rodgers. If anything, last week showed me, okay, maybe at the end of last year when he was looking good, that was what they were going to get if they brought him back fully healthy now. I think he's in a completely different mindset than he was last year as well, whatever had gone on over the offseason. And it looked like it worked. And he's got some dudes on that Steelers offense that it works.
DK looks like a beast.
Yeah, he's a very big human. So if they can get him the ball a little bit fast. Yeah. So, and he didn't even score last week. So imagine when he gets really going with Rodgers. And I think
they're going to get the ball to Jonnu more. I don't think he got the ball. I don't think he got enough touches. Jonnu's a dog, dude.
Yeah. He got there late too. Like he wasn't there for the entire training camp.
Well, Aaron got there late too.
There was a stat I saw today on First Things First. It was Danny Parkins. He brought it up. Aaron Rodgers.
Don't you bring up Danny Parkins on BetSweat?
Hey, have to. I mean, he's the source. Aaron Rodgers is 2 touchdowns away from passing Brett Favre. He's getting that this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Just to push the over.
Who does he play next week?
Jake, he threw 4 last weekend. He's getting 2 passing tuds this weekend against Seattle. He wants that. He doesn't want to
Seattle's defense is good.
They are good.
He plays New England next week. Maybe
my thing with him playing this weekend is that yes, Seattle's defense is good. I think the Steelers' defense might lock up Darnold.
Like bounce back.
Agreed.
Yes, I think this is a bounce back spot.
I'm heavily Colts money line for us. I think that's an under.
I would take Rodgers 1.5 tuds, but yeah, I'm kind of with Nick on this. Where
I think the Steelers look.
I think losing Michael was a big deal for Fitzpatrick in the back.
Yeah, but Ramsey.
I think that was a lot bigger deal than they thought.
Ramsey just got Jabril Peppers too,
and they did play him, but I have a hard time. That shows you how much they actually do need a safety that they gave.
Oh, they do. But I think the Steelers. I think the Seahawks defense is pretty good, and I think the Steelers.
And Seahawks didn't look good last week.
Which is what we need them to look good.
You gave us one good pick, Jake. It's all right.
No, their defense. Neither of these teams' defenses look good. The Seahawks should have given up 30-something points to the 49ers.
What do you mean? The Seahawks defense looked good. Yeah, but they held them to field goals.
Yeah, Jake, and the over is still 40.5. Like they know
the Seahawks should have won that game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the lowest of the week. No, actually, I think I might have seen a 38. I don't know who it was, but still 40. Like they're still very low. Vegas knows. Last week was a lot of points for them. I am expecting the Steelers to shut them down and Seattle to keep it, not give up 30 points to the Steelers, but keep it low. I am with Nick on this. I will take the Colts money line. I love
that bet.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. So we locked in our first pick, and we had actually plus odds on that one, which is nice. I love seeing that.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get a lot of minus on this one if you pick it. So.
All right, Nick, give us your 2 picks for the week.
All right. The first game is going to be against this 49ers versus the Saints. I don't really have much. I think it's pretty just well known. I think Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. I think it speaks for itself. He looked healthy. He looked like a prime CMC, and I mean, he had 31 total touches last week.
I agree with
you.
You
don't give the ball. You don't give the
160
ball
total yards, Jake.
Did he have that much?
He had like 80 yards receiving and like 70 yards rushing.
No, he had like 60 yards rushing.
And 80 or 90 yards receiving.
Like 20 something carries, he had 60 yards.
But he had like 8. I think he had
9 catches and 22 rushes or something. I think that's what it was.
But he had like 88 yards receiving. He had close to 160.
Great, point is, they're playing the Saints. He is going to score.
He's all they got.
He didn't score last week. He's going to score this week. Just take a look at the odds. If he doesn't score one week, he's scoring the next week. And let's get him while we can, because we don't know how long he's going to be playing this year.
So, and I think no Kittle, no Purdy, no Jennings.
They're going to run the ball.
They're going to give him the ball.
Doesn't that almost sounds like a problem?
No, Jake. Not against the Saints. CMC against the Saints.
Yeah.
And no kicker.
Yeah, they'll go for it.
They cut their kicker.
They have a better kicker than they had. Their kicker's better than what they had.
I would say
Moody
was brutal.
I can't even believe he was there this year. When I saw him take the field, I mean, all I remembered was Debo slapping him in the face last year. Like, this guy's still on the team.
Yeah, I don't know how you send that. I don't know how you keep that guy through the offseason when you.
Did you see Kyle Shanahan's reaction immediately after the doink? He's like, this guy again.
He said, "Yeah, you're not coming home. You're cut."
Yeah, they won the game and left him there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the odds are right now. I would assume it's probably close to 200 or 240, minus 240.
Yeah,
probably close to what Henry is.
I think it was about minus 240 last time I saw it.
Which is fine. I mean,
I just checked it.
Minus 250. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate
it. 4 times.
So yeah, I mean that's a -1. Now the next one, we're going to go over to the Bills versus the Jets. And in this one, I'm taking the over 46. And I think that is an absolute lock. Now, Fields, as we talked about earlier, now if he stays like this, then that's pretty awesome. But, I mean, he looked like Lamar 2.0. I mean, he was just running the ball all over the field. He was throwing absolute dimes. The offense looked awesome. Breece Hall looked great. He was throwing to Garrett Wilson. I mean, that whole offense looked amazing against the Steelers defense, who we thought is very good and who everyone knows is supposed to be pretty darn good. And that Jets team is playing a Bills team who just gave up 40 to Lamar. And on the other side, you got to think of, you got Josh Allen, who's going to go up against the Jets defense, who the Jets just gave up a bunch of points to Aaron Rodgers. And Josh Allen's going to he might put up 46 himself. So I think this over is way too low. I think this is going to be a college game. I think there's going to be a ton of points. I think this is a very, very easy over 46.
No, I like that. And yeah, the Bills defense, for like as good as, they invest a lot of draft capital and money into their defense, they give up some points. When they do, it's like, I saw a stat today on First Things First. It wasn't Danny Parkins though. And it was there's only 3 teams in the NFL that have given up 3 40-point games in the last season. And it was the Panthers and I think the Saints. It was like another bottom of the barrel team and the Bills. It's like, that's just insane. And it could be, teams trying to keep up with Allen when they're scoring a lot. But I also just think they can be had. And it's a terrible matchup for them when we just saw what Lamar did, and now the Jets that's what they want. They want that same game.
It's
like Breece Hall looked great.
They're trying to do the exact same offense.
Yeah,
and
they have the talent. I mean, obviously,
you're looking for the Jets to score 20-something points. I mean, you're not looking for them to score. Like if this was like a Texas Tech over, which is 62.5, you're like, all right, both teams need to score over 30. That ain't the case, guys. You're asking for 3 touchdowns each. I mean, Josh Allen will get that himself, and then Justin Fields. I mean. If he looks like what he looked like, which we don't know. Maybe it was just a week 1 thing. Maybe the Jets looked really good. Maybe the Colts looked really good week 1, and it was just because they had all offseason to prepare. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. But if we're going based off of what we saw last week, 46 is very low for them.
And not worst case, but we know Allen's going to show up. Like we know the Bills offense will show up. And if the Jets gave up 30 last week,
Why aren't they going to give? Yeah,
it's like Allen could put up 30 again this week, and now we're just looking for a couple scores, even if the Jets don't have it.
30, 31,
so
15 or whatever, 31, 16.
Obviously, last week we went with the Derrick Henry for the easier, give me the tud.
I mean,
and
hey,
CMC,
that's obviously a guaranteed as well. I'm not upset if we pick that because that is a guarantee.
Exactly. However, I like what I saw from Justin Fields and Allen. I think that is going to be a sneaky, exciting game, especially divisional game. So, I mean, I'm leaning towards taking the over in that. I don't think 46 is that crazy. But
CMC touchdown.
You just want to just see one go through the net?
No, I don't have faith in this Bills Jets over.
Okay. You want to give me some reasons?
Yeah, I decided to just hop into ChatGPT really quick and just look at history on these two teams playing against each other.
Make sure he does not have the plus ChatGPT, so he is looking at data that might not be. That's
probably like ChatGPT 3, dog. That ain't even the most updated version.
Well, historically, they don't hit 40 points very often in terms of the over. The matchup itself. Majority of the time, it is the Bills scoring high 20s and the Jets scoring low teens or low digits. I think it's going to be something similar. I think the Bills have the Jets number. I don't think it's, the Jets are just going to score a bunch of points because they did it last week too. I think it's more like Bills are just going to probably assert their dominance and let them know, hey, we're still the Bills. Remember, this is division opponent now. You're the Jets. We beat you every time. And we don't let you score a bunch of points. I just think it's going to be nice and easy. I think they're going to run the ball. I think both teams run the ball. Clock's just going to move and move and move. So,
I think
last week Aaron Rodgers threw the ball a bunch. I don't think they had many rushing yards at all. And they threw the ball almost 70 times, I want to say, Pittsburgh. So, I mean, that's probably why there was so much scoring. The clock wasn't moving. They were able to have possessions.
You're also looking at the MVP of the league. This is Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he looked good, but you're looking at the MVP who just put up 41 against a good Baltimore Ravens defense.
I don't know if Baltimore's defense good. They gave up that many points to Josh Allen.
Jets defense isn't good. They just gave up 30-something to Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think the Bills are still going to score 30-something points. I don't think the Jets are going to put up a fight. I think it's going to be
they can put up 14 points.
They put up 14. The Bills can put up 30, and they still don't hit their over.
Yeah. I don't
think the Jets are going to score as many points as you think, and I don't think the Bills are going to put up that many because they're just going to be running the ball down their throat. They scored so quick, it was just different. It was different scoring, and the Ravens played it poorly at the end.
Well, yeah, obviously, the Henry fumble and such. Well, then we can.
I just like CMC. I like CMC.
Okay.
And Josh Allen got lucky last week too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about CMC scoring, so I'm cool with that as our pick. Get a safe one in there. Now we're gonna be
other parlay though.
Absolutely. I know I definitely really like that pick, Nick. Okay, now going on to my picks. My first pick we have here is going to be the Bears at Lions over 46.5. So this game, obviously, it's got a lot of storylines coming along with it. Dan Campbell even said this week, this is a must win. It's week 2 of the NFL season. In the press conference, this is a must win game.
You can't be losing to the Bears.
He knows it is.
And to Ben Johnson,
is high.
You can't do it.
Well, not after losing to the Packers. You lose to the Packers, you can't go 0-2 in the division. No. You can't. You're still like the Packers have established themselves as a dominant force. Why didn't you go with the
spread?
I didn't go with the spread because 46.5. I think that was Detroit's worst offensive performance in like 2 seasons, and I think with Ben Johnson coming to Detroit for his homecoming, I think there is a little extra motivation for Ben Johnson to really dial up just an awesome game plan for Caleb. Like, both sides need a good offensive showing. Caleb needs to come in, needs to hit his throws. I missed a parlay because he missed DJ Moore wide ass open at the end of that game. And it kills me. And he knows it. And Caleb knows that this is like, it's only going to keep getting louder the more he misses the easy throws. So I think this is a big week for him and Ben Johnson. I still don't think Detroit's defense is there. I don't think the Bears defense is that stout, and it's indoors. We're in Detroit, fast track, 46.5 is where I'm leaning, because I do just think both teams are coming off of offensive struggles, and they're both going to be they both really need this game in the division and to have a good offensive showing for their own morale. That's where I'm leaning for the first pick.
Okay.
Second pick's a little bit grosser. This one is the Giants at the Cowboys. Cowboys minus 5.5. Now,
I like that a lot.
I'm picking this one because the Cowboys, I mean, we're Eagles fans. We watched it. Cowboys, they looked better than expected last week.
Way better.
And I know,
better than they.
yeah. And we kind of expected that they would, with all the noise that was around, like, oh, Eagles are going to blow them out. Like, this is what Dak feeds on. This is when he actually plays well. But without Jalen Carter, they ran the ball really well with Javonte Williams, and I like Williams. So I do think that, and their run defense was surprisingly good. Well, defense as a whole, I know they gave up touchdowns, like Jalen just kind of took over, but they were much more stout than what they were supposed to be. I think this is Russ's last start. If not, he's got.
You're not getting many more.
That quick, huh?
That looked bad.
Oh,
that looked
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even watch him last week. I saw them doing so bad. I think turn the game on.
He was already washed, and I think Daboll was hoping, let's get to week 5, week 6, and really ease Dart in. But it is getting loud. I mean, he did the same shit last week. He did it. Yeah, they should bring Jameis in week 3 and give Dart more time.
The problem is you're putting Dart in to get lit up.
Yeah,
I mean, Russ got. He didn't just get hit last week. I mean, he was getting 3 guys just coming and killing him.
They look so bad.
He's going to stay the starter because he's like
he may. That might be the reason.
I would bring Jameis in though after this week. I think this will be his last game.
If it's because of Russ,
so out of
yes,
sorts.
But if it's
they're bad.
Terrible.
They're I thought their defensive line would make their defense pretty good to where, I mean, they got dudes on that defensive line.
But if they're
do anything. Now Jaden Daniels is very good.
Yes. Well, they only gave up like 21. They only gave up 21. Like, Jaden and them looked fine, but I think when you're putting the defense on the field for the whole game, because the offense can't move the ball, it's just like they're going to get worn down no matter how good they are.
And that offense can't do anything.
No, I mean, he was the leading rusher last week with 44 yards. And he did that same damn thing where he's out in the open field going towards the end zone. Someone barely hits him. He drops the fucking ball. Well, he drops it. He fumbles it. He did it last year on the Steelers. I'm like, dude, just go down.
I think they had 7 or 8 plays inside of the 10-yard line because they had a penalty and stuff. They didn't score.
No. Yeah, I have yet to see that. It was like inside the 5. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, they had like 6 or 7 plays.
It was
inside the 5, right? That's what it was.
The the off target throws, I believe it was him and Caleb Williams led the league in week 1 as far as like expected hits. Russ just like, he can't hit a normal throw. It's either a check down or a moon ball, and it's just like they don't have a good line. I think Dak, this is their bread and butter. The Cowboys in Jerry World, you're playing a tomato can.
You just lost the Eagles.
Yes, this is where Dak and CD dropped the ball. CD dropped the ball. He's going to be looking to eat. They are going to put it on them in a major way. They're going to get the Cowboys fans all excited. Can't wait.
And maybe we're sweating the same thing this weekend, Matt, but this is my survivor bet. It's the Cowboys this week.
I am leaning that way. I haven't dug deep into my survivor pick. I like to be real close to the games when we get to like Saturday to really lock it in, but it's definitely, I mean, obviously I picked it here as like the spread.
I'm going Cowboys. We looked at their schedule like before the season. We were in Boston, and Cowboys don't have a favorable. This is their win. I mean, before they have any injuries, I want to get some of these teams out of the way. I think the Cowboys should absolutely demolish the Giants.
I agree.
I'm picking them minus 5.5. I think. I mean, the Bears and Lions. Honestly, I just want to stay away from that. It probably will hit just because it's something that I don't want to stay where. It is weird. I don't want to touch it, honestly. But it probably will hit. Honestly, it probably will hit.
You just don't know what you're going to get out of those 2 quarterbacks because Jared
Gooflowski, baby.
Like he does not play well apparently without Sean McVay or Ben Johnson.
What is it? What was the stat? 0-19.
Yeah, he was 0-19-1 without those 2 guys, and I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. There's no way.
Ben Johnson wasn't the OC his first year in Detroit with Dan Campbell.
He might have turned into the
maybe
OC,
they were saying
somebody got fired.
I think Dan Campbell called plays. Maybe it was like calling plays.
Yeah, NCDC maybe knows 5 plays.
Yeah,
that man,
he was calling plays that year.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I kind of love
that. That's disgusting. Hey, at least he tried. And at least he found someone that knew what they were doing. That's awesome.
Or he picked up. I know he called plays.
It's weird. Maybe he has a good game just because Ben Johnson's technically
to put in perspective, they did split last year with that, where one of the games was 51 points, the other one was like 40 points. So yeah, it is possible that it is like a 20 to 24 game and it doesn't hit, which I think that's what the score was last year in Detroit. So I definitely feel like I said, I'm totally cool with the Cowboys.
I would lean more towards Lions. Yeah, no, Cowboys for sure. But if I was betting that game, I'd probably go more towards Lions or Lions over. Like Lions over total points.
I looked at that.
I don't know what the Bears are gonna. I don't know
what their offenses are really gonna look like, because
I think the issue with that, the Lions was over 24.5 points. I just couldn't pull the trigger on that because I could see it. If the under hits, it's because it's like 24 to 20, and that's why I was like, if I'm going to pick it over, I'm just gonna hope that one of them gets to 27. But no, I'm totally cool with the Cowboys.
I think the Bears, because they started off awesome. Like that their first drive. You look all over the internet. Oh, they looked awesome. Yeah,
Caleb had that.
Maybe they should just amazing. Maybe they should just script a couple more drives.
Just script 50 plays. Just do 50. I don't care what the defense does.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. The second it was a normal game, Caleb looked awful.
Yeah.
They also got a pick 6, so like part of the points are from pick 6. Like they didn't do anything.
No, and it's they took too long getting out of the huddle and stuff, so that goes to like the scripting as well. Where earlier in the game you're just lining up, you have more time to see what the defense is doing. As it got a little bit more complicated as the game went on, things started speeding up for him, and he just looked a little out of sorts. And that's why I think JJ McCarthy came back, because of the amount of opportunities he got. Like Caleb kept going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And I'm like, geez, like McCarthy's like spending the whole fourth quarter on the field. Defense is gashed. Like, it's awesome that he came through for him. But yeah, Caleb definitely helped him out.
There was a drive last week. Caleb Williams went through 3 incompletions in a row, and they wasted 12 seconds off the clock.
Exactly.
In the fourth quarter. You can't waste 12 seconds in a possession in the NFL.
No,
you can't do that.
That was tough.
I can't take Caleb Williams when he has the same nail tech as Angel Reese either. So,
okay. Does he really?
Apparently.
That's great.
We made sure to let everybody know that
they were both missing layups, so they need to both get
there. Boy, your nails look fire.
Oh man, that's tough.
She did.
No, she said something about her nail tech said they were going to do it, and they looked great. Yeah, I can't touch Caleb. Touch Caleb.
Well,
all right, so we're looking at Colts money line, CMC anytime tutty, Cowboys -5.5. Book it, lock it, BetSweat.
I love it. Sounds like a winner. And there's our 3-leg parlay for week 2 of the NFL season. Comment any extra plays you have in the comments below. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you next week.